Hey guys, Anthony here. Thank you for tuning in. I am going to talk about my diet today. I've had a pretty rough week as I've been doing a thiol exclusion and I've just started on AIP, which is autoimmune paleo. So that's going to be another fun one. So why am I doing this? Well, the thiol exclusion is part of the Andy Cutler protocol to check if you are sensitive to thiols, and I've never been able to tell. I truly cannot. I think there's just so many variables going on anyway that it's just difficult for me to tell. I never feel better or worse. So I'm going to say that I'm probably not. And continue to have thiols. Oh, excuse me. I'm a bit yawny today. So I've done a 7-day exclusion and then I've basically reintroduced them. And you can find a list of high thiol foods online somewhere, but they've removed the link that Andy Cutler put together because he is now, post his death, has released the final book with Rebecca Rust Lee, which I'm looking forward to receiving. Mine's in the post. So, I've done that, and as I said, I don't feel better or worse, so I'm going to say that I don't, and I'm going to continue to eat thiols. If you want a quick lesson on thiols, well, thiols, look at them as high sulfur foods, and sulfur binds to mercury and moves it around, so we have to be careful with that. So that's why it's recommended to eat low sulfur containing foods, low thiol foods, because then you don't move as much metal around, as much mercury and arsenic, etc. So second part is I'm going to do an elimination diet with the AIP. So that means eliminating all inflammatory foods, basically. That's even down to white potatoes. We're literally removing the lot. Now, I don't really have many that I have to take out anyway, which I'm really grateful for. I don't have any processed sugar. I don't have any stimulants. Actually, I do drink a little bit of tea. That's it. I don't have any alcohol. So the rest is just a few ingredients like potatoes, tomatoes, gluten, anything that can cause an inflammatory response. I'm going to do that for a full 30 days and really commit to it. So I'll probably document that a little bit as I go along, tell you guys how I'm feeling and perhaps what I'm eating, what kind of foods I'm eating. For instance, the other day I cooked 2 chicken breasts wrapped in bacon with some avocado smeared on top of them, with some sweet potato fries, which were fried in coconut oil, and then I just had a bunch of lettuce with it. So that was a paleo dish, and it was very tasty. It's difficult for me to meal prep though. That's what I'm finding. Like, it's so easy to meal prep stuff when you don't have to stick to a certain diet. Like, if I just wanted to gain weight and I didn't have all this stuff going on, I could just do the chicken, rice and veg thing and just stockpile them in my fridge until I wanted to stir fry them. But I'm finding it difficult to meal prep these kinds of meals, but hopefully I'll get there. It's just it takes up a lot of time, and when I'm not feeling too good, it's a lot of time on my feet that just exhausts me. So I'm going to go for a little while longer without collating. I really want to get on with it because I just want this stuff out of my system so I can get my life back. But in the process, we're going to be starting on some supplements as well. So I'm going to take you through the supplements that I'm going to start with too. And I think that will be a good way to finish up this video. So, I thought I had this open, but apparently I don't. Here we go. So, there's a few things that I need to be on because right now I'm only on vitamin C and vitamin E. And as of the anti-cutler protocol, you must be on what's called the core 4, which is vitamin C, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin E. But I've just been adding them in one by one so I can kind of see how I feel. However, since my Nutrival test, which I showed you all my severe deficiencies on, I do need a lot of support. So this is what I'm going to be on. The core 4, so we'll start there. We're then going to add in some selenium. Well, it's selenium methionine. That helps you. So that's it's an antioxidant, and it helps to protect like cell membranes, etc., from oxidative damage, which can relieve some of the symptoms when you're moving mercury around. That's why that's important. Vitamin C, I already take that. Yep, the vitamin E. Okay, we're going to be on some molybdenum. Now this also helps. I believe it helps the sulfurs kind of excrete, so that can help with redistribution as well. Amino acid support, my amino acid profile was super low, so I need some support for that to make sure that I'm getting the correct amount. So I'm going to start with some collagen, some enzymes, because my digestion is just pretty flat, so we're going to start on some digestives and some bitters, which could help. Some essential fatty acids, that's really important for me as well. I'm not absorbing my fats properly either. We need some more magnesium, so I'm going to start with first of all I'm going to try one that I consume, and then I'm going to try spray, because I feel like transdermally I might get on a little bit better. And then I'm severely deficient in vitamin D, which is no surprise really, so I'll start on D and K2. High dose B replacements, I really need some B5 in me. This is really important for me right now, because that helps in the metabolism of carbohydrates and fats, and also in the production of like adrenal hormones. So that's really helpful for me. Folate, I really need to get on some folate. Folate helps you basically use like B12, for instance. I'm also going to start B12 injections. I've received them all now, but I want to wait until Monday so I can just do my first injection with someone supervised. And then I'm going to start on some P5P, which is B6. Yep. And so I'm really low in P5P, and this is like the precursor to a lot of the actions that need to take place in the energy cycle, the citric acid cycle, I believe. So this is going to be a really important one for me. I'm going to start on a really low dose to begin with, just one per day, and see how I get on. If it's too much, if I'm reacting badly, then I'll cut down my dose. But that's all the supplements that I'm going to be on as of around a week or so. I need to order them tonight, and hopefully they'll be here by kind of next Friday. I'll start my B12 on Monday, keep on my core 4 over the weekend and going forward, and then hopefully after I've done this diet change and I'm on my supplements for a few weeks, I can start to collate again in May. Oh, that's what I'm aiming for. So stay tuned, we'll see what happens. I'm optimistic about the B12. I think it will help me a lot. I hope it helps me a lot. But looking at my tests, it's very clear that I need it. I'm also going to start doing my infrared saunas again soon. I just want to make sure that I'm looking after my adrenals. And of course, I'm going to be taking my adrenal extract. So that helps my adrenals too. So that's it for today. That's everything I wanted to go over. I'll speak to you guys very soon. I hope you're having the best weekend that you possibly can be having. And any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. See you soon. Happy healing.